everyone, today is Monday, July 21st. I worked this morning from 10 to 3. This is my 4th day in a row of working. Tomorrow is my 5th day and final day of this streak, and it's going to be an 8-hour shift. I'm so tired. I've been just coming home and napping. Pretty much after I take a shower, I just pass out. It's a lot, but I'm grateful to have work. So I was able to upload last week's vlog late last night, and I mentioned I've been having issues with my laptop. It's just so slow. Like, every minor edit I make takes 20 seconds per edit. It's really frustrating. I keep my laptop pretty clean. I export everything right away to my external hard drive after I'm done with it. I also have deleted all the applications except for Adobe Photoshop and Premiere Pro. The storage is full somehow. I think there's a lot of double sharing, not just on my laptop, but in my iCloud, my iPhone. I'm not really sure how to troubleshoot this. I scheduled an appointment with the Genius Bar for Wednesday, so hopefully they'll be able to help me. Worst case scenario, I have to get a new laptop. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I think I just would have to do monthly payments. They are so expensive. I feel like I could produce these videos much faster and save time and have more energy to actually film content and make things. So yeah, we'll just have to see what they say when I go. I think I also need to take some time to plan out what I want to be filming. I do like the cooking segments, but I am such a creature of habit, and once I find a meal, I do hyperfixate on it. I want to make that bowl again that I made in the last vlog, but we shall see. I was also thinking that maybe I should do a proper intro, because I just assume that everyone knows me already, but that's probably not the case. If you stumble upon my video, I'm not sure that you have any context on who I am. I'm gonna work on these fundraiser charms. I made them a while ago, but I haven't completed them because working at the restaurant so much and trying to edit these videos has consumed all of my time. I definitely want to raise some money because obviously the situation is horrendous over there, so we all just need to play our part and do the most that we can, especially because we are the ones directly funding it, whether you want to believe that or not. I just wanted to film this part, get a day down. I hope I can think of something creative to do with you guys this week. Let me brainstorm tonight. I'll figure it out. Anyways, thank you for being here, and I'll check in with you in a few. I glued the knots at the end of the charms. Now that it's dry, I'll cut off the excess string. This is a new colorway. I have a variety of patterns for these fundraiser charms so I don't get bored of beating the same ones. I have to add the clasps, and I have to photograph this one to add to my website. Hi there everyone, today is Wednesday, July 23rd. I finished up my 5 days in a row yesterday. I felt pretty okay by the end of it. This is another segment where the light will fluctuate, unfortunately. Bear with me. A couple weird things happened at work. I'm just going to attribute that to Mercury in retrograde. I went to my Genius Bar appointment today. So the genius that I talked to, he was really nice and very nerdy, saying things that I had no idea what he was talking about, but I'm like, yeah, Yep. But anyways, he really saved me. I have mentioned that my computer is giving out despite having only a couple applications on my computer. I know that it's old and my battery is in pretty bad health. Yeah, the storage thing didn't quite make sense to me. So he basically investigated and found out that it was because of Premiere Pro, most likely, just storing files somewhere else on my computer. He showed me a list of them, and they're pretty much all old YouTube videos that I have already transferred from my laptop to an external hard drive, but they're just still sitting there somewhere. He was able to clear up about 100 gigabytes really quickly after he located the problem, so that's great news. I asked him some more questions like, should I get a new laptop? He pretty much said to just use the one that I have currently, just run it down, and he advised against getting a new battery because it's about $300. Instead of spending that on this computer, I should just invest that into my next one. And I guess MacBook Air has the potential now to be able to run these larger programs, so that's in my future. I'm so happy I don't have to buy a new laptop at the moment. I went to Tanichi and they had my jubes, so I bought a bunch of them. I had Joey go on a mission this weekend just in case he happened to be by a Tesso or somewhere that might sell jubes, and he was only able to find the strawberry ones. So I'm so happy I was able to locate the mango. I'm just obsessed with the texture of them, and when they're cold, it's my perfect nighttime snack. I went to Levi's to try on the baggy dad jean that is viral. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about them. The waist was definitely too large. It's that thing where there's like the gap. I'm just gonna think about it. I wasn't sold right away. Anyway, so since I didn't have to buy a new laptop and I didn't get those jeans, I decided to treat myself to a poke bowl. It was really good. I have all day tomorrow to do whatever I want. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's probably. I'll try to think of a craft or something I can do with you guys tomorrow. I was thinking about doing an introduction of myself. I think the reason why I said I feel like everybody knows who I am is because I've been chronically online since the time of dial-up. I had a live journal, MySpace, Facebook, Instagram, and now YouTube. I just feel like I have shared a lot for many years. 25 years of my life has been online. It's not me being like, you should know me. It's literally just I've been sharing moments of myself for many years. I just wanted to clear that up in case that sounded a bit weird. Friday I'm working, and then Saturday I'll check back in with you guys to film the outro. Yeah, I hope I can find some interesting things to film over the next few days. Regardless, I'll see you in a bit. Let's make jello. You'll need a half cup of hot water, some gelatin. This is from the grocery store, but if it turns out, I'll get a cleaner version. And whatever juice of preference. I'm using the tangerine juice from Trader Joe's. I'll start by adding half a cup of the tangerine juice to a bowl. Then I'll measure out 2 tablespoons of gelatin. It seems like each of these packets is just under 1 tablespoon, so I'll estimate the remainder from this third envelope. Whisk it a little, then pour the boiling water on top. I'll add 3 more cups of tangerine juice and whisk together. I'm just following what the recipe says, using a piece of parchment paper to line this baking tray. I skipped the part about spraying the pan with oil first because I don't have a spray and I didn't want the jello to seep into any other kind of oil. I should have cut this piece a little longer. It looks like the jello might go over. Now I'll use a spoon to get rid of the remaining bubbles on top. I covered it with a sheet of aluminum foil. The recipe doesn't call for this, but I didn't want anything accidentally contaminating it. I'll put it in the fridge and check on it tomorrow. Okay, this is the moment of truth. It's about 24 hours since I put the Jell-O in the fridge. I can already tell that it's not that solid. Let's slide it out to see if it holds. I want to try to use these cookie cutters. Let's use the heart because it's the largest. I wonder if it can hold its shape. Okay, this is super messy. Well, it looks alright on camera, but it could definitely use more gelatin. I'm not sure how I feel about it having pulp. The texture's a little gritty. I'm not gonna give up on this. I'll keep trying. Stay tuned.
I was inspired by all those comments the haters left. They weren't such a bad thing after all. In fact, it's our chance to shine.
I'm starting to work on pieces for a show that I'm in this September. I need to make 3 works at a dimension of 5 by 7 inches. I really don't know what direction to go in because I have to work in 2D. I need to visualize the size to think of what I can do in such a tight space. Maybe drawings, stickers, or collage? I'll just have to brainstorm. I'm also going to make a 5 by 7 viewfinder in case this could be helpful in framing. I had the idea of breaking up the 5 by 7 inch canvas into 1 inch by 1 inch squares. This relates to my ongoing theme of world building inside each frame. There will be 35 spaces. By drawing these little house doodles, I started thinking of different types of houses, such as a snail shell. I'll write out what comes to mind. I'm going to go through my books to find related imagery. Little schoolhouse. I'll use these post-its to know what to scan. Another house cookie jar, a doghouse, Snoopy's doghouse. I literally just wrote woman in a shoe before I saw this. This could fit under the tree category. Another house shoe. On to the next book. These faces might be good for the person category. These are from the World of Barbie Dolls book. Okay, let's check out the Salt and Pepper Shaker book. A kangaroo's pouch could be a home for a Joey. A bird's nest. These are the books and magazines I've gone through so far. Next, I'll scan them. Why is this the first time I've looked up how to use the Content Aware fill? I guess this feature has been around for 15 years. Can you tell I'm self-trained? Hello everyone, today is Saturday, July 26th. I'm very stressed out. After I left work yesterday, I got a text asking to pick up artworks on Monday or Tuesday, so in 3 days. And for some reason I was under the impression that I had a whole nother month to work on it because the show is not until September. But unfortunately, I missed the part about the deadline. I have today and tomorrow to make something for this show. The theme is HTP, which stands for House Tree Person. It's a psychological test developed back in the 1940s. Basically, you're given the prompt of drawing a house, a tree, and a person, and that's supposed to give clues into your personality. The pieces for the show have a few guidelines. I need to make 3 works. They have to be 5 by 7 inches, which is really small. It's just not that much surface area. I also have to work 2-dimensionally, which is something that I am not really good at or enjoy. I'm very tactile and I like making 3-dimensional works. I do enjoy a challenge and role-based art, so I'm just going with it. I decided to go through my book collection and look for imagery that matched these categories. A common theme throughout my work is collecting. In many of my collages or even 3-dimensional works, there are matching items within the piece for the viewer to discover. So I'm just starting out with the prompt house. I was just brainstorming a list of things that could be considered a house, such as tortoise shells, a birdhouse, a doghouse, the woman who lived in a shoe, a turtle, kangaroo, a bird nest, pea pods, a worm and an apple, a lighthouse. That's all that I wrote so far. I just wanted to jot down anything in case I came across particular imagery. I've scanned about 25 pages, which could be considered a house. I'm going in Photoshop and trying to scale them down to 1 inch by 1 inch so that I can do a grid of images. There will be 35 squares per sheet. I don't know if my printer will be able to translate this idea. We'll see how this turns out. I also got a gig on Thursday, and it is due next Thursday, so a week to work on it. I got the product in yesterday. They're allowing me to film the behind the scenes of me making the works, but I just can't show that until the product is released on their end, so that will be coming up in a future vlog. I'll show you how I go about executing one of these graphic design jobs. I can't believe it's the first one I've gotten this year. It's also really difficult because I do want to document all of this, so it is very time consuming to film and create at the same time, especially with such a short turnaround. I have today and tomorrow. I'm working all day Monday and I'm working all day Thursday, so I'm hoping to get the artworks done for this show today, which is going to be difficult because I also want to get this YouTube video up tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I just have to do one step at a time. I am proud of myself because I did not stop my daily walks. Yesterday I had 20 minutes to go, and I was thinking about just forfeiting the ring closures throughout this time period, but I just decided to get out there. I went for a walk this morning. I mean, things are going to happen, things are going to get made. They have to, there's no alternative. So yes, we are in a bit of a time crunch. I had a terrible morning. I'm not going to get into it, but emotionally it was pretty rough. It's everything at once, of course. That's how it goes. I'm going to continue to work on the pieces for the show. I'll include that footage after this, and I'll be back to check in with you at the end of the video. I wanted to print out what I had to see if this would even work. The surface area is so tiny. I'm actually very happy with this. It's such a relief to move forward because I don't have time to think of a different idea. Okay, time to get back to scanning. I'm on furniture now. I'm really pushing this word, items that you find in a house. I love these photographs of miniatures. Well, look what we found here. The watermelon jack-o'-lantern from way back. It's in this book I got from Chinatown. Alright, this is where I have to leave it until tomorrow. I need to edit this video. So yes, I filmed this earlier, but I just wanted to make sure I did an outro for you guys. I cannot believe I am juggling all of this work and trying to put out a weekly YouTube video at the same time. I really hope I can get this video out tomorrow. I'm aiming for that. So thank you as always for being here. Please subscribe if you aren't already. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.